Your brain was never designed to live like this. Constant notifications, infinite scrolling, short videos every few seconds, endless stimulation, constant comparison, constant noise. And now, you can feel it happening. Your attention span is collapsing. Your focus disappears instantly. Silence feels uncomfortable. Stillness feels impossible. You pick up your phone without thinking. You open apps automatically. You scroll even when you don't want to. And the worst part is, you know it's affecting your mind. You feel mentally exhausted, emotionally numb, distracted all the time. You struggle to focus on books, conversations, goals, even your own thoughts. And slowly, you begin feeling disconnected from yourself. Not because you are lazy, not because you are weak, but because modern technology is training your brain to crave constant dopamine every second of the day. Take a deep breath in, and slowly out. Right now. Stop blaming yourself for struggling in a world designed to hijack your attention. Because the internet is not competing for your time anymore. It is competing for your nervous system, your focus, your emotions, your identity. And after years of overstimulation, your brain became exhausted. Everything is in God's hands. Even the season where your mind feels distracted, overwhelmed, and disconnected. God understands the battles happening silently inside your head. And you are not broken because your attention span changed. You are overstimulated. That is different. Now think about how many hours disappear every day. Scrolling, refreshing, watching, consuming, escaping. Your brain rarely experiences silence anymore. And silence is where clarity lives. But overstimulated minds become afraid of silence. Because silence forces you to face emotions you've been avoiding. Loneliness, fear, stress, uncertainty, pain. So instead, your brain searches for distraction. Another video, another notification, another scroll, another dopamine hit. And eventually, you stop feeling present in your own life. Say this slowly: I take my mind back. Again, I release the addiction to constant stimulation. Breathe slowly, because your nervous system has been overloaded for too long. Your brain was never designed to process this much information daily. Every app fights for your attention. Every platform studies how to keep you addicted longer. And the longer your brain lives in constant stimulation, the harder real life begins to feel. Simple moments feel boring. Deep focus feels difficult. Patience disappears. Motivation weakens. And emotional exhaustion increases. That is why you feel tired even after doing nothing. Your mind never truly rests anymore. Everything is in God's hands. And your future is not ruined because your attention span became damaged. Brains can heal. Focus can return. Peace can return. Presence can return. But healing requires something modern life constantly avoids: slowing down. Now imagine what your nervous system feels every single day. Phone alarms, videos, news, messages, music, scrolling, ads, comparison, arguments, fear, noise. No wonder your mind feels exhausted. Your brain is surviving information overload every day. And eventually, dopamine becomes unbalanced. Your attention becomes fragmented. Your focus weakens. And your motivation disappears. Not because you are lazy, because your nervous system became overstimulated beyond healthy limits. Take another deep breath, and let your shoulders relax. You do not need to escape your entire life through distraction anymore. You can rebuild your attention, one peaceful moment at a time, one healthier habit at a time, one quieter day at a time. Now say, I protect my attention. I protect my peace. I stop feeding my mind constant noise. I deserve stillness. I deserve clarity. I deserve a calm mind. Breathe slowly. One of the biggest lies modern culture teaches is this: constant stimulation equals happiness. But stimulation is not peace. Distraction is not fulfillment. And endless entertainment cannot heal emotional emptiness. That's why so many people feel mentally exhausted despite consuming more content than ever before. Their nervous systems never recover. Their minds never breathe. Their souls never slow down long enough to reconnect with life again. Everything is in God's hands. And maybe this exhausted season is teaching you something important. Your mind needs protection, not endless consumption. Because attention is life. Whatever controls your attention eventually controls your direction. That is why focus matters spiritually too. An unfocused mind struggles to feel peace, struggles to pray deeply, struggles to stay present, struggles to enjoy real moments. And many people are losing years of their lives trapped inside endless digital distraction. Do not let that become your future. Now imagine yourself 6 months from now. Scrolling less. Thinking clearly again. Reading longer. Sleeping better. Feeling calmer. More present with people. More connected to life. More connected to God. That future is possible. But healing requires boundaries. Not punishment. Boundaries. You must protect your attention like your life depends on it. Because emotionally, it does. Now say, I stop escaping through endless scrolling. I stop numbing myself through stimulation. I create space for silence. I create space for healing. I trust myself to rebuild focus slowly. I trust God to guide my mind toward peace. Take another deep breath. The truth is, many people no longer know how to simply exist without stimulation. Waiting feels unbearable. Silence feels uncomfortable. Stillness creates anxiety. So they instantly reach for distraction again. But healing begins the moment you stop fearing quiet moments. Because clarity appears in stillness. Wisdom appears in stillness. Peace appears in stillness. And your exhausted mind desperately needs moments where it no longer feels under attack. Now think about how much potential distraction has stolen from your life. Books you never finished, dreams delayed, conversations ignored, moments missed, goals abandoned. Attention is powerful. And when attention becomes fragmented, life begins feeling fragmented too. But your story is not over. You can rebuild discipline. You can rebuild focus. You can rebuild your relationship with your own mind. Slowly, patiently, one decision at a time. Everything is in God's hands. That means you do not need to become perfect overnight. You only need the courage to begin protecting your peace again. Maybe today that means deleting one app. Maybe today it means 1 hour without your phone. Maybe today it means sitting quietly outside. Maybe today it means praying instead of scrolling. Small changes become powerful over time. Never underestimate that. Now say, my mind deserves peace. My attention matters. I choose presence over distraction. I choose real life over endless stimulation. I choose healing over escape. Breathe slowly. There will still be moments where you relapse into old habits. Moments where scrolling feels easier again. Moments where your brain craves stimulation again. That does not erase progress. Healing attention spans takes time. Your nervous system needs patience while recovering. But every peaceful choice strengthens your mind again. And slowly, focus begins returning. Presence begins returning. Joy begins returning. Life begins feeling real again. Everything is in God's hands. And your brain is not permanently damaged. It is simply exhausted from modern overstimulation. But exhausted minds can heal. Distracted minds can recover. And peaceful minds can become powerful again. Take one final deep breath in, and slowly out. The internet trained your brain to crave distraction. Now it's time to take your mind back. Subscribe for more.